Hey guys, Smashcast here. I'm Itchy,
PJ.
and today we're gonna be talking about why the Nintendo. Yes, the Nintendo. Why would we talk about Nintendo? This is like the PlayStation cast. So, why the Nintendo NX? Why the Nintendo NX doesn't need to be that next level PS4, Xbox One type game. Okay, so game console. So we're pretty much going to say that this is something that an analyst said about why the NX doesn't have to compete with those consoles, but we're going to say our thoughts on why we think that he is true, because I'm sure that there's probably a lot of people who are going to like say that this is completely wrong, like this guy is high. Probably is, probably like smoked a few lines. But anyways, PJ, get into this.
So basically, Matt Diener, I think that's how you pronounce it, who is actually a
It's pronounced Matt
qualitative
Dinner.
analyst. Matt Diener, you sure about?
No.
Yeah, okay.
You what? M9?
So so apparently he's a qualitative analyst for EEDAR, and he doesn't believe that the upcoming Nintendo NX is will not have to compete against the Xbox One and PS4 for it to be successful. And basically his logic is that the Wii was a totally different concept from like all the consoles on the market, and it did amazing. So basically we're just gonna read like the article and his thoughts. So I'm gonna start it off here. So he says, I don't think the NX needs to compete against the PlayStation 4 and Xbox to be successful.
Fake.
Nintendo has a history of doing things its own way, and that's partially what's allowed to deliver excellent oddball experiences like Splatoon and Super Mario Maker completely out of left field. When this experimentation works, as it did so well for the Wii, DS, and 3DS, it has paid dividends for Nintendo. But unfortunately, when you take big risks, you're going to have a few missteps along the way.
Yeah, so pretty much for the NX to succeed in the current gaming ecosystem, it needs to focus on delivering a clever Nintendo-only experience while enticing third-party developers. That is important, Nintendo enticing them. Not trying to like push them to the curb and like say like, yep, no one needs third-party. We got first-party. Because, it's not a party until you invite the third party. And then Diner said, one rumor about the NX contends that it will be a hybrid handheld console device. And I think that would be a fantastic move for both Nintendo and the players for the amount of freedom it would give.
The worst case scenario I could see for the NX is if Nintendo tries to copy the PS4/Xbox One too closely in an attempt to entice more third-party support for the platform. These eighth generation console games without a Wii U already established in the Sony and Microsoft camps, and convincing them to leave for an experience that doesn't offer anything different is what they're already getting seems like an incredibly hard sell, he says.
Yeah, so pretty much, I have to agree with him on some points, except the part that it says it doesn't compete. What the hell, man? Like, of course it's gonna compete. Like, you either buy a PlayStation 4, an Xbox One, or a Nintendo NX. It's not like you buy an NX and it's not competing with the other consoles. Of course, they are competing. But anyways, I get what he means. It's just the wording was bad. So he's just essentially just saying that like, it doesn't need to be a powerhouse. Okay, that's pretty much what he's saying. It doesn't need to be a powerhouse. It could just have experimentation, like all of those, the Wii, DS, and 3DS, because they sold a ton for Nintendo. The 3DS itself sold more than the PS4 and Xbox One combined. Okay, and I mean like everywhere in total, like sales of everything. The 3DS sold more than both of those. Now, of course, the 3DS has been out for 2 years longer, but obviously Nintendo did something right to get like to where they are now, because in most cases like the portables have died, like portable consoles have died in terms of like the Vita, but of course the 3DS stays because of the first party like exclusive games that are exclusive to that. So I feel like Nintendo has said quite a lot that they're gonna catch up with people. Like they say kind of quite often, like the president I think recently said it, and Reggie said that they want to get on par with the PS4 and Xbox One, but that's what they sound like. They sound like they're gonna be on par with those, so they're gonna go 1080p, 60 FPS, everything, and it's gonna be able to like be developed. Like you can develop games for it really easily, but they never say it's gonna be able to compete with when the PlayStation 5 and Xbox 2. I don't know what it's gonna be called. The Xbox 720 is gonna come out. So
No.
Okay, sorry, the Xbox 360 No Scope XX. So, yeah, so when the next box comes out, um, um,
That's genius.
so when that happens or something, it's probably not going to be on par, but it really doesn't need to be. Like, I feel like if it's on 1080p and it's doing 60 FPS, that's fine. We don't need 4K in a console. Okay, we don't need well, it would be great if you could get more than 60 FPS, but I'm saying that all a game needs is 1080p and 60 FPS stable. If they can get that, no one really cares about how like crazy power it does. Like it, as long as I'm getting that stuff, it's worth getting. So what really make it a console, which separates it from the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, because those consoles have their own gimmicks, of course, that make them better than one another and make them better than the Wii U and whatnot. But then the Wii U is a lot different from them because it is an actual console. Because Xbox One is completely different from PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 is actually, even though it's the best console out, it is the worst console in a sense because it is not a console. It's an underpowered PC. Practically all games you can get on the PS4 can be found on the PC. And even the Kojima games that are going to be made, Sony exclusive, are going to be released on the PC also. You see what's happening? PlayStation 4 is an underpowered PC. You don't plop in a disc. You got to like download a ton of DLC before you can play the damn game. So, you know, like, what's the point?
Yeah, especially, like, like, speaking of downloading a lot of DLC, Xenoblade and all those different packs that you could download, and it's, like, so much to download, and it's, like, the whole generation is turning to, like, when you put a disc in, you have to download the game onto your system. It used to be just a pop and play, but, you know, everything has become more advanced, and this is actually the only part I'm complaining about. And a lot of people complain about it too because it takes up a lot of space on their Xbox. They can't like really download anything other than the games on the disc. What's the point of having a disc if you can just download them off the store?
Yeah. Yeah, so like they're really PCs. Like the Xbox One is sure it is essentially a PC, a low-end PC, but it has exclusives which makes it better than the PS4, okay? The Wii U is completely different because it is so bad that you can't even consider it a PC. You can consider it a Mac, but you can't consider it a PC. It's just so underpowered. Okay, but
Yeah.
of course it is revolutionary, like a Mac. It's amazing. It's like better than all the rest. You know, Apple, Nintendo confirmed partnership. So, anyways, the Wii U is a lot different because it has something that people don't really realize, that the gamepad is what makes it a console. If it didn't have a gamepad, it's literally just a PC that sucks. Like, if it wasn't for the gamepad, like, I wouldn't have bought the console. I actually bought it for the reason of the gamepad because for when I used it, it was really nice to be able to have, like, somebody be able to use that TV while I'm being able to play on the console with the gamepad. It was a really good idea. And that's what it is. Consoles are supposed to be gimmicky because they can't. PCs are generally better. Like, you can't deny PCs are better than consoles.
Yep.
So they need
In
gimmicks.
every aspect whatsoever.
Yeah, every aspect. And like they have more indies, more support, more everything. Unless you're freaking AMD who doesn't get support and gets like left out in the cold.
AMD is horrible, let's be honest.
No, they're awesome, but just everyone hates AMD for some reason. All the devs.
No,
Stupid devs.
it's okay, but Nvidia is just superior is what I mean.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So like really they need gimmicks to survive, okay? That's what makes consoles different, okay? So that's why we need gimmicks. If we don't have gimmicks, then there's no point. Just go PC Master Race. There's really no chance of like a reason for getting it. So like I think that the hybrid touchscreen console thing could be a good thing. We'd have to wait to see because weird things from Nintendo always start weird and then they turn out to be amazing. Like who the hell wanted like a two-sided like touchscreen weird looking?
But sometimes it could
portable
be
console?
too late. They got lucky here with the Wii U, but like it could be too late. Like they could not take action fast
Yeah.
enough unless the NX is automatically good, which I mean, I think they've learned from their mistake. So, yep.
Well, what do you expect from the NX though? Like in terms of like hardware.
I
and
have
stuff?
no idea what it will be like. I have no clue. I mean, like, I remember Nintendo like had this quote, and they were just like, I can't remember it, but like it was something along the lines of like not wanting to go like too far next gen, something like that. I remember hearing that somewhere, definitely, but I have no idea what the NX will be like. It'll definitely be more powerful, and I feel like Nintendo's finally adapting um, to the next generation, I guess you could say, and like doing the things that other companies are doing and are being successful. So bright
Yeah.
future for Nintendo, I think. I mean, it already is bright, but it's gonna become brighter.
Yeah. And like if you look at it also, the the gamepad like thing that they're doing with the full touch screen, like I really don't, I'm not sure if it's been confirmed, but I think, like, I don't know why people think that it's like the front. Oh wait, yeah, never mind, it was confirmed. So front facing buttons would make a way for context aware touch. So it seems like they're not actual physical buttons or something, like the front analog sticks, which hopefully they change and they just make it like it's not just like, I hate playing on my phone. Okay, like playing games on my phone, it's like for plebs. It's like casuals. Like go play CS:GO like as a silver on comp. Okay, like do something else. But like you need like actual analog sticks. It feels nicer because look at the Steam controller. The Steam controller, it is such a bad controller. The Steam consoles in general like failed entirely. It is so bad. I don't even know why they bothered trying. I knew that thing was gonna flop like as soon as it came
Yeah.
out. Valve, man, Volvo, go back to making cars. Jeez. So anyways,
Oh my.
Volvo, stop making Steam consoles. Like, okay, but anyways, I think that the one good thing that could come if they do go with a full touchscreen route is that it's gonna be, since the NX is a hybrid console, that you'll be able to take it on the go, which is a pretty nice thing because I've said this for a while. I don't even know if we recorded the videos, probably like got deleted or something. But there was videos where we've said before where the NX, along when the NX was just announced, I said that it was going to be a hybrid console because they said it was going to be revolutionary, or something. So I guess that it was going to be a hybrid console where you can actually take the stuff on the go. So it's like you have the Wii U gamepad, but it's shrunk down, and you actually get to bring that, and it's essentially a DS. So I think that maybe this controller could just be like you charge it and then you bring it, on the go and just play it. Alternative to a DS. What do you think
Yep.
about that?
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea, to be honest. I mean, I will second that. I will agree with you.
Yeah. So all we can hope is that the NX is going to be a good console. I really think that the NX has potential to be the next best console next to the GameCube, which is Nintendo's best console to date. So, anyways, guys, what are your thoughts about the NX? What do you expect from it? What are your thoughts about the touchscreen? Do you agree, disagree with it having to compete with the powerhouses like the PS4 and Xbox One? Powerhouse, what am I joking? Um, and anyways, don't forget to hit that like button if you play Smash and Breathe. Dislike this video if you don't do either of those, okay? So, sometimes when I play Smash, I forget to breathe, so I gotta put that in there too. So anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Signing
Yeah,
out.
and one more thing, signing out, and don't forget to breathe. Have a good day. Smashcast signing out. Peace.